Hello everyone, welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. We are getting to some stuff now. It's as I feared. It looks like Miss 2B is the prime suspect here. But I don't think it's going to be that easy. Like, just easy enough to just say that, even though we have evidence. Because we've also got a load of evidence that I've been looking at that I don't even know where it goes or what it's for. So I still don't think we're done here. But we're just gonna have to plow ahead and see what happens. Do you really think that Miss Sheena is the Yatagarasu? Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is. Then, I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu. But can you prove she is the Yatagarasu is the question. If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to. And just what are you hoping he'll find? Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier. An experiment? As if that detective has the brains for high science. Wow. Yeah, everyone just... everyone really says the same thing about Gumshoe, holy crap. It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yatagarasu. And what did you find out by doing that? First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Barbalise ink. Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway. Ah, but it is really worth so little? I believe that it's actually quite a meaningful result, the value of which I'm about to prove. She doesn't understand. I think I might, though. I think I might indeed. Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir. What do you got there, Gumshoe? Oh? So what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, a pair of shoes, sir. You found a coat? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one the person I was chasing was wearing. Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it? Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Oh. Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now? These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them. No? They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission, beep boop. They're just screaming at each other now, that's all that's happening. I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on it. I say, let him look at your stuff, Sheena. Lang! Sheena, let's put it all out in the open. If you're really innocent, you have nothing to worry about, right? Oh dear. Yeah, really. I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you'd like, beep boop. After all, I have nothing to hide. Huh, good. Now let us begin. So which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir? Oh, sorry, I thought that was... I don't even know what... Can we do them all? Makeup, coat, shoes. Obviously the coat, because he was just saying if someone went through the fireplace with, like, something like that on, then their clothes would be covered in soot and ink. So let's look at that first. Let's examine the coat. Yes, sir. It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena. Oh, see, I thought that she had thrown the coat out the window. I thought that's what that piece was, like in the photograph. I thought it was like pieces of a burned coat. The Yatagarasu that Kay saw was wearing a coat, and I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. No, you have it wrong. That soot probably got on my coat while I was helping the police put out the fire, beep boop. What about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire. I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie? Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace. Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So, unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace, which I can. How I keep changing her voice because I feel like she is changing her voice because her mannerisms are changing, depending on what she's saying here. Sorry if that gets annoying. You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Huh? Me, sir? What did I do? This coat. This is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I had been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir. All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on the coat hem is. Oh, and you think you can do that, beep boop? Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of the coat. Well, we're assuming it's the ink, right? I think so. Let's do it.
Take that!
Boboli's ink? Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through the fireplace. According to Ambassador Poleno, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again, beep boop. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. Oh, she didn't know that. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Boboli's ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Whoa, girl, yo weave dough. Hang on to it. Strap it down. Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet. You have no way of proving whether or not this Boboli's ink is on the coat hem. Oh, but I do, and I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds. How? How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Boboli's ink. Touch it where— oh, burn it! It's gonna burn green, won't it? Oh, is she gonna let me do that? Well, too bad. We can find out whether that's Boboli's ink or not by lighting it on fire. That's how you're gonna prove that it's Boboli's ink? Yes. If you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is. Sheena, sorry to do this, but I'm gonna have to cut off a bit of your coat. Go ahead. I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway, beep boop. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something. Oh, I've got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs. Then if I could please have one, Kay, we can get this experiment underway. Here we go. What's gonna happen? It is the flame. It's the same color as the flame's wit crystal oil produces, which means Boboli's ink is a product of wit crystal oil, and when lit, the ink produces a green flame. Okay, you rebooting over there? It's okay, I'll give you a second. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarasu's other wing. Miss Sheena, you're the fake Yatagarasu. The one who killed my father. Is she gonna— is that it? But we've got— wait, this can't be over. We've got so many other things in our evidence. It's about time you came clean, Agent Sheena. Or should I say, Callisto you. Oh shit. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like the joking type to you? Does he? The answer is no. Callisto you? I really never heard that name before in my life. That manner of speaking and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years. You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me for it. Oh, really? And you have proof? You insist that I am this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived and it will reveal your true ugly form to the world. Well, I wouldn't say she was ugly. Well, no, I get what he means. Enough poetry. I want to see some evidence. Do you really have something that can prove that she is Callisto you? I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years. The perfume! Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth. I will, Kay, for we have finally come to the end. We'll prove her to be Callisto you with this and clip the Yatagarasu's wings for good. It's gotta be the perfume. That's what Kay was holding on to. 7 years ago.
Take that!
Oh my goodness. This perfume. This will prove you to be Callisto you. It will? Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle? This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well. This is that bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since. Oh, girl. Do robots have fingerprints? We're about to find out. I heard from my father, Bern Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Which means that your fingerprints are still on here. Every last one. Girl, you're right. We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena. Will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test? Uh-oh, what's she gonna do? Uh-oh. Oh no. No, girl. Please. Oh, I really liked Callisto Yu at first too, man. Oh no. She's been holding back all this laughter probably for years, right? Because she had to pretend to be that person. It looks like you've seen through me yet again. You're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth. Callisto? You. So you've shown your true face at last. This feeling of thrill is even greater than that time 7 years ago. Sheena, you're... Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man. So you were a spy all along? A mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after? Someone who's been feeding them intel on Interpol all this time? Very good. Maybe you're not as big as an idiot as I thought. Callisto Yu, the woman who killed my father 7 years ago. You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatagarasu. That's right. Callisto Yu, that's just one of my many names. But even that is just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great thief, Yatagarasu. Really? Well, here we are. Callisto Yu, this time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. Ooh, this music is a bop right here. You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression on me, Kay Faraday. And had you not used the Yatagarasu's gadgets, I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was. Oh no. Kay, don't. I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father. You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday, too, possessed such laughable honesty. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Girl. Kay. You let Kay go right now, pal. You despicable. Let go of me, you filthy... You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. But that's impossible. My father was the one who created Little Thief. Hey, Edgeworth. The Yatagarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is? Oh, well, I mean, I'm not here to ask about anything personal. Why it has 3 legs? There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be 1 step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security. No, it can't be. Did you finally figure it out? Do you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu? Oh my god. Oh wait! Oh. Oh no. The real identity is neither. Oh no. Oh my god. I'm sorry. The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Bern Faraday nor Callisto Yu. But by the same token, they are also both the real Yatagarasu. Haha! How very perceptive of you. No way! The single person known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed. Mr. Edgeworth? I refuse to believe this. The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1, The Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. And the lawyer would have an opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. The Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of a criminal. Oh my god. And skill number 3? I don't know who this is. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind, ever. No freaking way. Detective Bad! It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind, because the lead detective on the case hid it all away. You're the third member of the Yatagarasu? You. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you. Why, Mr. Bad, long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. They all went after each other on their own team? If you were such a great team, why'd you kill my father 7 years ago? Why, indeed. It was nothing personal, really. He was just another person I had to kill. How can you say that? I grow weary of this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time, I won't miss. Stop. You! Kay! It's over, Sheena. Oh, shoot. Your leg! Oh, she shot him. Oh, God, look at this. Agent Lang. Oh, no, Bad shot him, I think, probably. You idiot. What were you thinking jumping in front of my gun like that? What are you risking your life for? I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past she may have had, or even if she is the spy, it doesn't change the fact that she's my subordinate. And as long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her, not even from you. You really are an idiot. You know that? Ha! It's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis. Yes? I want you to conduct a full body search. Sheena might have another weapon on her. Alright. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please. I think a lady's supposed to do that, but that's okay. I think that's why he asked you. Alright, well, here we go. Hey, I found something. What is this, sir? It looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle. Oh, there it is. Okay, we've been missing that. This is a great find, Detective. Huh? It is, sir? Let's try pairing up this blade with this handle. The knife handle, where is it? Here it is. It's been a long time since we had this in our inventory. Like, it's been there forever. I believe this blade actually belongs with the handle that was on the murder weapon. Hey, they fit together perfectly. This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched. I'm gonna go return this Bobbly's knife now. Alright. I trust that you'll make sure it is returned to Ambassador Polino. Bobbly's knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it, Callisto Yu. For the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Cochin's murder. Which means that you must be Mr. Cochin's killer. It does make sense that she would kill him, after what happened 7 years ago. You killed Mr. Cochin with the Alabastian knife, switched the handles, and then took the original blade of the Bobbly's knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her of the murder. Does that about sum it up? Objection! Oh, there's her objection. Yeah, bring that back, because you know I loved that from before. Ha! You craft an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are 2 problems with it. Problems? In what respect? Why do you think my real reason was in allowing her to chase after me? What was the real reason? It was also I could capture Kay Faraday. What? I had a feeling she might be after her. When I saw you using that device at Gatewaterland, I knew right away that you were Byrne Faraday's daughter. I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were on the trail of the Yatagarasu. So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Cochin's murder on me. Yeah, I knew you would show up at this embassy tonight. So I thought to use you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal. You had another? Yes. Once I had you under arrest, I'd planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yatagarasu. You were going to take little thief away from me? 7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key.
Then the person who stole the Yatagarasu's key was Mr. Faraday? That incident 7 years ago. What was the catalyst behind it?
In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment.
I see. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu?
Why? There is no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean?
The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now, to this day.
Who is it? Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? I guess not. Then the real ringleader's still out there pulling the strings. Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. Do you understand, Sheena?
I guess I should tell you then that I was the one who set the Bobbile's embassy on fire.
And why did you do that?
I suppose it was to destroy all evidence of the counterfeit bills.
That was what the smuggling ring was trying to do? But why start two?
Sorry, I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation after all. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride.
Oh, she's gonna leave all that rest to us. Well, that's what we're still here for then, because I knew it wasn't gonna end just like that.
Wait! Yep, I mean, Miss Sheena. Yes. When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet. What about them? They're such pretty hair sticks that I thought I should return them to you. You can have them. They're no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No, I want to keep them. Suit yourself. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot, Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight.
What?
I'm not saying that as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will.
Did she really not? Mr. Prosecutor. Yes, Agent Lang? Mark my words, I'm not done here and I'll be back. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf is. His anger appears to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg. Poor guy. Oh no. Alright, this is incredible. This is more incredible than I thought it was going to be. It's finally over, Kay. It's not over at all. We still don't know who murdered him.
I feel like I've peered into her heart a little, you know? And it's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely. The person who was giving her all these commands. The one who thought my father was a problem to be removed. That person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring. So in theory, even though it was bad, Callisto really didn't have a choice. She was made to do those things. It didn't look like she was overly happy about it. It kind of looked like she was trying to hide it. Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me? They're really pretty, just like the ones they were selling at the Jam and Ninja show. But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome. I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. There's a bit of soil stuck on the ends of these sticks. Soil? The hell? Alright. Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh? So it's midnight, the dawn of another day. Hey, Francie, don't you got a coffin to get into soon? Oh wait, no, it's midnight. She's fine. She's fine until maybe about 5 a.m. Hey, Pops, thanks a bunch. You really done a lot for everyone all these years. Detective Bad, don't tell me today is the day. Yeah, it is. With this, I can retire in peace. I guess because he's the last surviving member. That he just doesn't want to do it anymore. So nobody was giving him orders, I suppose?
It was down to the wire and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything.
But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, you, the Yatagarasu we're chasing after.
The legend of that Yatagarasu is now over, Mr. Edgeworth. That bit of logic earlier, it was brilliant.
Thanks.
I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you.
Wait, doesn't he have to answer for something? Okay. Is it really true, Uncle Bad? Were you also part of the Yatagarasu?
As I said to you earlier, Kay, I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you.
Uncle Bad.
Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right? I don't think so.
Unfortunately, it isn't.
Oh, come on, sir. She's just yanking on my chain, ain't she, Mr. Edgeworth?
Detective Bad. Wait, no, you're no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yatagarasu.
Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth here. I should give these back to you.
What are those? Oh, the KG8 incident papers. These are the pages from my KG8 files that the Yatagarasu stole from my office. It was Bad that took those? Oh.
Wait, what? Mr. Edgeworth, I must apologize for last night.
Okay, it was him. So, the Yatagarasu who stole into my room was you, was it? Wait, then that means... What? Tell me it's not true. That's too insane for me to believe, sir.
It's true, even if it's not something you want to hear. The KG8 incident, it was a very emotionally trying case. We stood in that courtroom, Faraday as the prosecutor and I as the lead detective. Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was the elder sister of the victim in the case. When the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail. That's when we realized there was a limit to what the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside the court. That's what we thought at the time.
Oh, wow.
That's how we formed the Yatagarasu, and vowed to bring to light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amino group.
Mr. Amino's conglomerate?
We called ourselves the Yatagarasu and flexed our collective muscle. We exposed all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then, it was finally time. We had finally arrived at the moment when we find out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart, and Faraday died for it.
I see. But why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim in the KG8 incident?
After Faraday's death, I looked into her past, and that's when I found out that she was a phony.
She was just acting as that person.
The victim of the KG8 incident, CCU. She never had a sister.
I see. Fabricated identity. Okay, because it would be convenient.
What?
Then that means... So we don't really know who she is.
Sheena wasn't the only fake name she used. Callisto U was another pseudonym.
So she's neither of those people. Technically, she could be anybody.
In the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring.
She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning.
Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we stuck onto this page of the case file, please use it wisely.
Trump card? What is it?
That photo that we stuck on there. Try peeling it off. Behind it slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all those years ago.
What is it? It's the mark of the Yatagarasu. But why?
This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. This was something Cochin had on him at the time of the KG8 incident, 10 years ago. That blood is from the victim of the incident, CCU.
But why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yatagarasu?
The reason why we called ourselves the Yatagarasu was because of the three-legged raven mark the smuggling ring's boss used. Apparently orders from the boss would come on these cards without fail. The person who received the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently, it burns a bright green flame when— oh no. Oh no. You mean the cards were written in Bob-Elise ink? The fact that the card that Cochin was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all is nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police.
So that's what the white cards are.
The great thief that used the mark, that only those within the ring would know. It was our message to the ringleader. And we were only a few steps behind.
Holy crap, okay. Okay.
One more thing, Detective Gumshoe. I'm entrusting this to you.
What is this, sir?
This is what I was talking about earlier. During the KG8 incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This important, definitive piece of evidence.
But I thought it was stolen. How do you have it?
The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Amino.
Him again!
And he had it locked and hidden away for all this time. But we forced him to tell us where it was finally, after the other day's kidnapping case.
Videotape. Holy crap, okay. So this is not over. This video. Don't come any closer, I'm warning you! This is the same video as the one Mr. Portsmouth was trying to conceal from me. I remember.
Yeah, it would seem that even if he was caught up in the ring's web, Amino was preparing to take on the boss someday. And the video was his insurance. That's where that prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw it for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence.
Then, that card was not the calling card of the Yatagarasu, but rather a director's card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsmouth?
Two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them.
The evidence Mr. Portsmouth thought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night? Both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one is—
whether you use them or not, it's up to you. But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who's above the law.
Holy crap! Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court that Mr. Faraday spoke of? It must be. Detective Bad. There's no limit to the law, for it is the people who determine the limits to them.
You still insist that, even now, you really are something else? I'd leave the rest in your hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. It's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu.
Pops!
Don't ever lose your detective spirit.
Ugh, Pops, why is this happening? This is injustice.
Like I always told you, do not get emotionally involved. Now let's go.
Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness me. This is incredible. Is this really the end of a legend? Well, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Holy crap, okay. Oh, boy. This is getting way further than I thought it would be. Okay, so in the next one, we're still going. We've got a lot to work out now. I hope we'll be able to do it. Thanks you so much, you guys, for watching. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Toodaloo.